Hey you guys, Brown KK here with a tag video. So today I'm going to do the bookshelf scavenger hunt tag. I will leave a description to the original video down below. So I'm sitting on the floor here and I've pulled everything that I have to match what is in the tag. So let's get started. So the first item needs to be a book with the author's name or the title that begins with a Z, and I have On Beauty by Zadie Smith. I can't remember if I read this book or not, which is kind of a bad thing and means that I need to read it again. The next item that you had to find was a classic, and I have Les Mis. I have not read this book either. I got it with the intention of reading it before I went to see the movie, and I did not do so. The next item that you had to find was a book with a key, and I kind of feel like I'm cheating, but my book is Duma Key by Stephen King, and technically there is a key on the book, so whatever. The next thing is something that is not a book, and on the top of my bookshelf is my pink hippo, and I love her very much. The next thing that you had to pull was your oldest book, and I'm not sure if it's my oldest book, but it's my oldest story, and it is the Bible. The next item was a girl on the cover, and my favorite is The Darkest Child. If you guys have watched my videos, you know that I love this Next, book. You needed to find a book with an animal in it, and I chose the story of Edgar Sawtelle. The dogs in this book are characters of their own. It was a good read. I really liked it, and the dogs are really lovable. Next, you needed a book with a male protagonist, and that would be Cross by James Patterson. I read this book right before I went to see the movie, and there is a review on it and the movie as well, so check back in my later videos. Next, you needed a book with only words on the cover, and I chose Love by Toni Morrison. Next was a book with illustrations in it, and this is one of my favorite books from my childhood, Another Monster at the End of This Book. I love this little golden book so much so that I still own it, or I bought another copy when I got older, but here are all the cute illustrations of Elmo and Grover. It's one of the best books. Next was gold lettering, and I chose The Pillars of the Earth. I have not read this book, but I bought it because I watched the mini-series, I guess you could say. I think it came on HBO, and the cover is just beautiful. But there are gold wording and gold details all over the book, and I thought that it was a great choice for this part of the scavenger hunt. Next was a diary, true or fictional, and a diary or journal, true or fictional, and I chose my journal. This is my journal. Can't see what's in it. It's personal. Next is written with an author with a common name. I couldn't really find anything, so I chose Alice Walker. There are actually 3 books in this book, and I think Alice is a common name and Walker is a common name. Maybe the 2 of them combined isn't really common, but they're both common. So maybe this is a cheat just like Duma Key, but it's what I have. Next is a book with a close-up on it, and I chose Slave. I really enjoyed this book. It's one of my favorites, and it is a true story. So if you have a chance, check out Slave. I'm not even going to butcher the author's name, but it's a really good book. And there's a close-up on the cover. Next is earliest time period, and I guess I could have used the Bible for this as well, but I chose the complete works of William Shakespeare. I love this cover. I just love this Next book. Is a hardcover with no dust jacket, and mine is going to be Having Our Say by the Delaney sisters. It is the story of two African-American women who are over the age of 100. I don't think that they're still living. I read this a long time ago in the 90s, but it's a really cute story, and it's called Having Our Say. The Delaney sisters, the first 100 years. Next is Teal or Turquoise, and I chose Her Fearful Symmetry. And if you guys watched some of my other videos, you know that I bought this book purely for the cover, but I actually did enjoy the story, and I'm not going to butcher this author's name either, but it's the same author as The Time Traveler's Wife. Isn't it pretty? All that holographic, kinda teal and turquoise stuff. Perfect. The next book you had to find was a book with stars on it, and I chose What the Dickens by Gregory Maguire. It is a story about tooth fairies. I haven't read it yet, so I don't really know how good it is, but there are little stars on the cover. And the last thing you had to find was a non-YA book, which was really easy for me because I'm not a big YA reader. So I chose The Invisible Man by Ralph Ellison. It's one of my favorite books and I wanted to feature it in this video. So I hope you guys enjoyed my scavenger hunt tag video. If you've read any of the books in the video, please leave me a comment down below. If you have a scavenger hunt video of your own, please leave a video response down below and I'll be sure to watch it. Thank you guys so much for watching and subscribing. I hope you guys are having a fabulous week. Bye.